Girl, I got a Thursday off. Okay. Alright. Three. Ooh, I almost shook my head. That would have been stupid of me. Alright. What are we doing again? We're doing, Halsin Bear. Oh, yeah, I called it Bear Body Butter. That's, yeah, it went better with the bean.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you cut it,
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to Mario's Kingdom. We have Andra. And we're making more lotion today. We are going to make Halsin's Bear Body Butter. Bear Body Butter.
Bare body butter.
Alright, so we're going to jump right into it. So, do you want to... Bear Body Butter. We're going to make some Bear Body Butter. Alright, let me get this going. And do you want to do measurements or do you want to stir and kind of pour?
I'm trying to
Say, oh, you're not good at measuring. Alright, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so this is on low. To get the water in here boiling, it won't really boil. It'll be more like a simmer because you don't want it boiling. Get all steamy in your face and everything. Kind of. So we're gonna start with the beeswax because that takes a minute to melt, and by a minute I mean like a couple minutes. I'm pretty sure I put like 3/4 of a cup of beeswax. Yes, I did. So we're gonna do about 3/4 cup of a beeswax.
LBB.
Alright, so there's about half, and then we'll do another about half, and that will be about 3/4. Yeah, those are beeswax pellets. Have you made body butters before?
Never. This is my first time.
Stop it! This is gonna be so much fun. Alright, so we're going to put away the beeswax because it has a hole in it. And so there's the blue little spoon right there. You can put down the binder for now.
Ready to give you.
Yup. If you just want to kind of like separate it so it can melt a little bit faster. Oh, then you're gonna love this entire process, honestly. Alright, so while we're waiting for the beeswax to kind of melt, we're going to light our Carla candle, yes! I love this candle. So this is another part, it's my favorite character of the game that I play, the Baldur's Gate game. It's, so Halsin is a druid that is like very earth powerful, and she's a barbarian that's from hell and has horns and, yeah. Yeah. So we got our candle going, and let me get the rest of the ingredients going too as well. Alright, we are going
So
to...
are these like wax?
Yep, that is straight up beeswax. Well, like, looking at it, I wouldn't have known you could do that to beeswax. The first time I got beeswax, yeah, there we go.
Oh.
You can bring it closer, unless it's heavy for you. Right here.
Okay.
So there's some beeswax pellets for you. This is what we're trying to melt down. Yep. One time I was having it on high and it was steaming in my face, so I moved it over and I just started using that one and forgot that one was on. I'm happy I didn't touch it though.
I did that one time. I had a bowl there. It melted all around. Plastic everywhere.
Hey. Oh my. Oh my. Alright, so I did... I was going to use just 1/4 a cup of the cocoa butter. I love this stuff. So this is from the West Indies, like India, and it has very good anti-clogging, good for rashes, insect bites, lips, rashes. Did I say rashes? I think I did.
Yes.
Sunburn, weak skin, anti-aging, bruising, like the list goes on and on. This is one of my new favorite butters, and I like how they package it.
Where you get it from?
Amazon.
Okay.
Ancient Health Remedies. Cocoa butter. I had to look up to make sure I was saying it right 100 times. So I was thinking just 1/4 of a cup because I thought that's what I had left, but this is...
Like a block.
Yeah. This is how much I have left of this, so I'm gonna measure that out, and whatever this is gonna go in there. Let's kind of break this up, though.
Cocoa. Is it cocoa?
So
Cacao? I mean, no, that's
I had to like write it down the pronunciation to make sure I said it correctly. So the KO is pronounced together, and the KUM it was like Kokum, Kokum.
oh,
I wrote it down. I would have to Google it again or something.
cocoa.
I might have said it wrong again though. Just
People
so.
from the South. Cocoa.
It's some coke and butter. Put that coke and butter in there. This might be just over a fourth a cup anyways. So kind of like little ways filled with some gaps in it. So I'm gonna say it's just, let's say, a fourth a cup. Just a little bit more than a fourth a cup. But I don't want to pour that in there yet. I always do that too. But let me see how big that piece would be. I would say that's like a third.
Oh man, I can't do that.
Oh.
Yes, your eyes. Yeah,
Jalen always needing something. Alright, so I gotta write down that we used a little bit more than a fourth a cup of cocoa butter. I would say, I wouldn't even say that was a third of a cup. That was like an eighth. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure, like I have a little bit of a formula going, but, you know, you always change stuff. So do we have any meltage going on? Okay, so we're gonna turn this on like a medium for 2 minutes,
Okay.
and then it will start to warm up that water faster, and then we'll turn it back down. Whew, it's a little hot in here. That should be just like the background music.
Right.
So hot, so hot. I wish I could play music. I mean, there's things that you can get, but I don't know how all of that works yet. We get some melting. Why is it they give you the tear here, and it's like
And
you,
they don't say it.
right, right.
Why? What can I say that?
Flyers? Yeah, everybody. Just a bunch of lies. Oh, I thought I got more than that. Apparently I didn't. Alright, so the difference between getting it from these guys and this mango butter from these guys is we got a sandwich baggie for them to put the extra butter in, and they didn't give us anything. Good thing I still got the Ziploc bag. Does it look like it's getting a little melty yet? Okay, but not yet. Where's those scissors? Sometimes it's just easier with the scissors. If I don't, I have like 4 pairs of scissors in the kitchen. In my kitchen. Soda. What did I say for mango butter? Half a cup. Half a cup.
Okay, Nikita's fingers.
No, that's the dog next door.
Oh.
She'll go out there and tell him though, and be like, "Stop barking," or at least I'm assuming because as soon as he starts barking like crazy, she runs out there and stands right at the gate and puts her nose in between the little posts and shit, and then walks away.
Okay.
Yeah, she got an attitude like me. Oh, this. Oh, smell that. Mango butter smells good.
I just want to die.
Got you. Me too. So I made a face cream too. Oh, wait a second. There's almond extract in there. So you can't use the face cream I made, right? Okay. So when I make face cream, that doesn't have the almond extract, you'll be able to have some of that too. Because I didn't realize it, but some people are allergic to certain nuts, and that can't go into certain skin products, and I want to make skin products for everybody.
Amen. I will get some melty.
We are? Okay, so we're going to turn that down to like a 2. And if it starts steaming in your face, you can turn it down to a simmer. Cool beans.
This is so cool.
Yes.
It's like therapeutic in
It's
a way.
very much so. It's very therapeutic. And that's just about a half a cup of mango butter. And when I mean just about, I was gonna do a little bit more, but I didn't realize I only got the 1 and not the 2. Not the 2. I thought I was getting more. So we melt the beeswax first because beeswax takes longer to melt than shea butter. You don't want the shea butter to burn. So that's why I'm scooping it into here while that's melting because of all that. Because of all of that. I didn't know where I was going for a second. Like, do 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 do. If you want, you can feel how that feels. It like feels amazing.
I feel like I'm in like science class.
Yes, me too.
Yes.
The science class I actually like.
I like it too when we did stuff.
It was like the hands-on stuff.
I liked it when we made ice
Ooh, I bet that was fun. How did you make ice cream?
cream. It was like salt. Is it called rock salt? I think it's called rock salt.
I think so. Like it gets
Rock salt,
colder or something,
yeah,
right?
rock salt, ice, and like some kind of liquid made like milk, sugar,
Okay.
vanilla extract.
That
And we
makes
put
sense.
it in a bag, and we put the liquid in the bag. We
Mhm.
put that bag inside the ice with the salt over the ice, and we shook it.
To get that reaction to like
Yeah.
super cool it. Okay.
And it made ice cream.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
My aunt had a ice cream machine that you would use bananas. Yeah, and I don't remember the rest of the. So we're about 95% melted for the beeswax, so we're actually gonna take it off the heat while we add the shea butter, so that way when we add all the butters, it's not melting too fast. So that's gonna give us a couple minutes before the beeswax starts to harden. And I talked too much and didn't measure, so. Also, I made sure we have the creamy shea butter, so it is ivory. And when we put a color in it, it's actually going to be that color and not a yellow variation of that color. Variation. It looks like mashed potatoes. You want some taters? Let's get a little. You know what? It looks like KFC mashed potatoes right now. Alright, let me clean off my skin.
Your little ears are so cute.
Thank you. I actually painted them. Well, the back of so they came with a basic like that silicone pale look. But,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You had to get the light.
But I had the paint from when I did that painting, which is my skin tone. So I was like, huh. However, I have more red in my ears than what is there, and I didn't have any red, so. So they almost look like my ears, but they do look realistic. At least to me, they look realistic.
It was good.
This feels like mashed potato. Oh, we do? Okay, let me hurry up and get this. So for the shea butter, I planned on. Can you actually tell me how much it said? Can you read that shea butter? It's gonna say African shea butter, almost at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 2 cups. Oh, and you know what? I think I used this measuring cup to measure the mango butter, which is why I think I realized I used more because did I put a cup for mango butter? I feel like I put half a cup. Okay, well, double that recipe already, guys. Cool. So while that has melted, and we are going to add in our 3 different butters. Is the camera in good position? Yes, okay. You can actually, yeah. And then I'm going to gently. Gently. There we
Okay,
go.
no splashing. You didn't splash, guys. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we in there.
Alright, that's enough of this shit.
All of us.
Give me all the butter.
It's funny, y'all.
It's butter time. Butter, 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 butter. Nah, I don't got butter. No,
You,
no, no.
you ever watch Holiday
Yeah.
Show? It's funny,
Oh.
y'all. She put butter in everything.
She did. She did put butter in
You know,
everything.
she used so much butter, they turned that phrase into merch. So, like, at Myrtle Beach, I went to the Paula Dean, like, store.
Mm-hmm.
It literally is branded on her stuff because it's butter, y'all. On everything. Shirts, actual butter dishes, pants, aprons. Like, everywhere. It's butter, y'all.
Okay. I mean, get it, girl. Get it, girl. Can you see how much I put in for coconut oil? Half a cup. Alright, so this is a full cup. We're about to put just about half of the full cup, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Half a cup of coconut oil. And since it's solid, we're adding it at this stage into this bowl because we're going to add the oils into a different bowl to kind of let the butters cool with the beeswax and the coconut oil because we don't need it to be too hot and we can start a slow cooling process, which it's supposed to have a little bit of a slowing cool. Um, that looks interesting. Once that's melted, we'll add this.
You did that. It looked like
It does.
applesauce and banana.
I like to eat. I don't really know how the wiggle thing. Like I just remember my sister watching them or somebody watching them. Um, so I was gonna start that song because I feel like that's a wiggle song. I like to eat apples and bananas. I don't know. Like yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Alright, so let's get that spoon over there and get this in the trash. I'm just gonna use a towel here. Ooh, that is melting beautifully.
It looked like chunky gravy.
Oh, with lots of butter.
Yeah.
So, I know, I'm actually kind of hungry just looking at it. Like, I don't know if we could. No, we're not even gonna try. Well, I guess you'll have to see on YouTube when I upload the video of up close. Then you'll see the Alright, so in a separate little container, we are going to add some oils um, right after we get the coconut oil in there and that starts to slow down and cool. Slow down and cool. Alright, and then that's all gonna melt. Cornstarch. Oh, I forgot to look for my cayenne pepper. I think it's in here. It is. That's it. Cayenne pepper. Okay. So in yours, you'll add cornstarch and cayenne pepper. So we will need this right here and this right here. And I'll tell you when to add that. Um, And when you do, you're gonna use this the spoon that you take out from there.
Okay, my tools.
Yeah. So we end up using some more tools. We'll end up even using the mixer in a minute too. Yeah, to get like that nice whipped consistency.
Okay.
So pretty much, um, that looks pretty good. So we can add this now. There we go. Get the rest of that coconut oil out of there. There we go. And then you have a spoon for these things. That's for that and for that. Alright, so the oils and soy dipper and so I've been trying to figure out how to add the powders in the correct order, in the correct way, so that way they don't interfere with making the product gritty or something doesn't melt right or just having a glump of something in the middle of a product. Now I haven't completely had that last issue, but I don't know. I just feel like adding the powders really needs to be a science. So I did look up a little bit. Um, the cornstarch and cayenne pepper goes in right with the butter and the beeswax as soon as that's all blended. And then with the oils, I'm going to have the soy lecithin and the zinc because adding them after the butters have cooled a little bit better or a little bit longer, I guess is just better for the pulling process and the bonding process.
Okay.
Alright, so I need these two, and then turmeric, which I thought would be added during this process. When I looked it up, it actually said turmeric should be added when I'm whipping it, when I'm adding essential oils, so that completely surprised me. You never know. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah, it's so weird how it changed into like 3 different looks. Oh, we have to end up putting it in the freezer because it takes so long to actually cool to the temperature we need it to be. So what I like to do is put the mixing bowl in the freezer, and since it's metal, it cools it down a lot, so it speeds up the process a lot. I'm trying. Um, let me add the zinc into this little sifter first. Would you say that's about 95% melted? Oh, okay. So you can take that off. Turn that off, and just stir it for a moment, and then you are going to add. I think I wrote down a tablespoon of the cayenne pepper and a tablespoon of the cornstarch. No, actually, that's more of a science. So it said actually a tablespoon per half a cup of butter and oil. So that means that gets like 4 tablespoons, 5 tablespoons. Yeah, so we're gonna do 4 tablespoons because I think these are a lot bigger than a regular tablespoon, but that's what we're using, so it's gonna be what it is. Whenever you are comfortable, you can add in 4 of the spoons of each, and just make sure you use that sifter right there, and that spoon and that cornstarch. You can use both for the same thing.
Oh, I need
Hmm.
Do I need to, are we putting in the same thing?
Oh, you can just do that over that. I'm sorry, I
Oh,
didn't say that.
it's okay.
Um,
Well, you did, but.
yeah. So that for some reason needs to be like heated while it's melting to like dissolve, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, that would probably be why it needs to be at that point. And then the zinc and the soy lecithin can be afterwards because it doesn't need to be so hot to actually dissolve into the
Do you want
butters.
me to just kind of eyeball the spoon? Or, because it's, hold it.
Oh, that's right. That's a lot bigger than here. Let me hold it for you. And I'm gonna actually stir it while you do it too. If you need to take the cover off, that's okay. That's okay. No big deal. Um, actually, you know what? We're just gonna do two.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's a lot more than what I realized. And you know what? We may not even do all of that. Could you pour that in the sink?
Yeah.
Because I actually didn't realize how much of that spoon that was gonna give us for cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper actually does a lot for your skin and for hair follicles. It helps with premature aging, and it helps with psoriasis symptoms, actually. Alright, so also, we're going to do the cornstarch too, like the same way. And you, if you need to, you can use that one. This is cornstarch. Soy lecithin.
What is that?
That's a bonding agent. Do you still have the sifter, or did you put that in the sink? Yeah, it's okay. Now, for the cornstarch, this helps with, don't forget this one. This is going to help with some of the greasiness and make sure it's not as greasy after it's applied to the skin. Some people, it kind of just soaks it in if your skin's dry, but if your skin's not too dry, it will take probably about a half hour to an hour to actually soak into the skin. And I'm impatient, so I like it to kind of get right in there.
Okay.
Yep, so we'll do that with B1 and go right ahead with the other and two. Good, perfect.
Cornstarch.
Yeah, sure does.
I love the little biscuit.
Yeah,
It's so fun, but it's,
I
I
mean,
don't know, it's fascinating.
it's kind of working the way I want it to, but then it's kind of clumping anyways, so like it's halfway working the way we need it to, but I have the little spindle thing right there that I'm actually gonna have you use. Could you dump that? Alright, so kind of get all the clumps underwater, and then once you get there, I would use that and kind of so while Ken just got that going, we are going to continue the little soy lecithin zinc oil combination over here. Which I think I need more soy lecithin. Soy lecithin. Oh, I'm not exactly sure how to say that. Cool. Yeah, you can go ahead and. It does. It's probably because of the cayenne pepper. It's gonna be spicy. Give it a good whisk with that. And not, no, actually, you gotta do what you gotta do, break up those clumps. Do whatever you gotta do, break up those clumps in there, because that needs to dissolve as it's still warm. Alright, that looks like enough soy licked in, so we're gonna say thank you and move on. Alright, cornstarch and arrowroot or argon root, I gotta look that back up. Can be added at any point of the process. I've seen it added at the very end of the process when people are not satisfied with it still being a little greasy. So if it's still greasy, we can add more when we're all done, but that shall be determined. Once we're done like melting everything, we're able to like slow down and kind of take a break and a pause. So we won't be like. So we got our zinc in there and our soy in there. Soy lick down. That's you. That's good. There and everywhere. Now it's time for the oil. We have apricot kernel oil, or it said apricot kernel, but this don't say apricot kernel. It just says apricot oil. Apricot oil. I swear I read Amazon.
Yes.
So we're going to do about 2 tablespoons each of these oils, and then I'm going to see what that measures out to be in total for the oil. And then if we want to add a little bit more to balance out some of the butter, we will. If not, then we'll call it a day. Oh no! Why is it, wait, why is it gonna be like that? How are you supposed to pour it? It leaked. It leakages. Okay. Oh, aren't you supposed to do it from like the opposite end? 1, 2. Okay, we'll call that good.
Oh, wow. Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, it does smell good. Alright, we're gonna mix that seed like every time I mix the zinc in, for some reason you leave a residue at the bottom that isn't like actually mixed. So that's also why I want to look in to make sure how to add in these powders. I feel like it was losing a lot of important stuff at the bottom of the bowl and not like truly mixed into everything. So I gotta figure out a better way to pour these. Good thing I only use these for the oil. Yeah, that little extra. Ooh. Ah, everything is so oily now. Okay. Panic attack over. And then we're gonna go to the grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is very good for the skin. I forgot most of its benefits because it's written in my notebook. But all of these have very healthy skin benefits that also will apply for hair benefits. So not only dry, cracked, itchy skin, but also if you're having problem growing hair or if you have very thin hair or baldness, because like I said before, it's thinning up here, guys. It is thinning, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So we're trying to reverse that a little bit. I did read as long as you keep up on a serum or a mask or like whatever you're trying to do, it will actually work for you. But you have to keep up. I read a couple articles that said they had great hair growth the entire time they were using this product. And as soon as they stopped, so did the growth. But, you know, yeah. Like, okay, so did you really get to the cause? Are you actually reversing baldness? Or are you just like stimulating for a moment?
Right.
Who only wants to be stimulated for a moment? Well,
Reverse ball.
Alright, and then we're gonna add some pure glycerin in here. I know we're adding um the sodium lactate, but we're doing that because you can have both. There is a lot of recipes that say or, there's not a lot that say and, but why can we not add a little extra of healthy oil? I don't know. Is there a limit to the healthy oil? I don't know. Ooh, that is big. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Sorry. So these tablespoons I'm already not satisfied with, so I know for a fact I definitely will be adding more in there. And since we already have mango butter, we don't need to add the mango oil. That's for when we run out of the mango butter. Alright, so we're going to add a couple more tablespoons until we get to a satisfying amount. So 1, 2, one, kind of two, but spilt kind of everywhere. This is a lotion in itself if we just blended this. You'd be surprised with very few ingredients what lotions are made out of. Because you can also just do the shea butter, a little bit of oil, and the essential oil, and there's a body butter. There's a lot of basic recipes. But I'm not a basic bitch. I am complicated. And this jug is complicated. Like, it just wants to spill everywhere. Don't. Alright, so all that added up to be about a third of a cup, but we also have a lot of butters in there. However, I'm going to add a splash of this apricot oil. Okay. Now I'm satisfied with that. I don't know how much it was, so I can't tell you. I kind of poured it in there, guys. I'm sorry. And I'm kind of just going to pour a little bit of the grapeseed oil in there.
What's the measurement?
Yeah, kind of about. It was kind of about, somewhere around A and B. Alright, that zinc made a nice, weird, milky kind of thing going on in here. So I am going to use the whisk to make sure that is all whisked up. Now, would you think there would be any chunks at the bottom of yours? Okay, cool. So I'm going to use this over here. Give that a little whip. Now, if I just whip this long enough, this could actually just be by itself. I think I already said that. Oh. Yeah, not exactly that, but yeah. Cool. So we're gonna say all these oils added up to 3/4 of a cup, which now I'm happy. That makes me happy. Oops, sorry. Yeah, let's get over here. All right, so allows the butter to cool while we did that. The cornstarch is in there. Oh, I forgot the sodium lactate, and then I'm going to add my mixture into yours. So, because we're also trying to help it cool, let me get my gloves. I'm going to take it out of the pot so it can cool down a little bit faster. Nope, just move the pot for me. And bye-bye. Feels good. Normally I would say get onto the cutting board, but it's greasy as a mother. So we're just gonna just go with the flow. So could you use that more for that for a moment? Because it looks like it's a little bit separating on the top. So you don't want to see separation. Once you do, just give it a good mix together because it still is hot. So it's not like anything's really wrong. We just want to keep it together while it's cooling. And then I think I said we're going to add this to that in a minute. But let me get you over here. Let me show you. Is that bowl hot? Okay. I almost grabbed it myself. I was like, let me grab it. Alright, I'm going to move it over here so we're a little bit closer. Oh, okay. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to pour in our oils.
You want me to keep?
Yep, just keep on starting. And actually, I'm sorry. Put this here. And then let me also, you're right. Give them a show, right? I'm going to move it. Wait.
Oh yeah. Now, look at this.
Okay. Alright, so we got nice and going. So we're just going to add in our oils, zinc, and Lickbin. Not going to do too much at the same time. I don't want to overwhelm it. Oh, it looks party, Mom. Oh, look at that. Oh, I do see a little yellowing though. I wonder if that's from the cayenne pepper. I didn't want yellow. Well, when we put in the green mica powder, it'll just make more of a greeny yellow color. So maybe we'll put in like a hunter green because Halsin is green and brown pretty much. So those are the two colors we're going after. It does. And the computer doesn't do it justice because once it's all edited, if you're looking at it after like the video is created, it's like, oh, it actually looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks cool now, but like clearer. Or maybe it's not too clear right now because my glasses aren't on. Alrighty. So this step is pretty much kind of a cooling down process. We're gonna kind of speed it up. Oh wait, no, we're not at that part yet. Sorry, guys. Oh, and I still forgot to add that dropper. Just helps with the hardening and keeps your skin feeling silky smooth. And you can also use this in conditioner too.
What is that?
Soy. I'll tell you in a second. We're gonna do a dropper of that, and it says like 0.5% to like the whole ratio, so I'm pretty sure that's about 5%. or 0.5 sodium lactate. Yeah, lots of uses for this too. Alright, and then since I added that, sorry I forgot to add that to that, and then add in our oils and smoothing oil. So while Kendra is still stirring, we're going to add in some avocado oil. How much did I say? Oh, I think that was supposed to be added into that thing that was about 3/4 of a cup. So why don't I just do like 6 pumps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me write that down. What did I say? 8? 8 pumps. Okay. And then the soothing oil, I was planning on 2 pumps, but we're gonna go 4. 2, 3, 4. And then I forgot the castor oil as well. Man, I was not paying attention to my own recipe. So we're going to put in a couple. So that's about 2 tablespoons worth. We measure with our heart, don't forget. Alright. So give a good whisk too. To get it's gonna start cooling a little bit faster now. And we're also gonna add our vitamin E, black seed oil, rosehip oil, and raspberry oil. Now, vitamin E likes to come out very slowly, so I don't really know how to measure it without going just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's that. And then the rest. Ah, oh, can't get it open. Ooh, look at that star. Look at that wrist. Look at that wrist. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. Look at that horse. Free as hell on that Terrell. Beyonce. Alright, so half a cup of that, or half a top of that.
So Beyonce?
Yeah. Yeah. It's half a top of the raspberry seed oil, and then girl, it's hot in here. Man. 2 full droppers of the rose tip seed oil. So there's half. There's one. There's one half. There's 2. And we're gonna do the same for the black seed oil. Oh, that filled up quarter of the way. 2, 3, 4. And you know what? One for good measure. I almost never stick to the recipe. I'm so sorry. I just always keep adding more and doing something. Ooh, that looks different. All right, so the add-in oils have been added. Pour it into frozen mixer bowl. All right, here's where we're gonna start to cool down finally. All right. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Okay. Woo. And while it cools pretty fast, since this was in the freezer, I'll let you guys even see it cool. Now, when there's a little bit, you can see a lot of it cooling because it just goes on the edges. Oh no, just go ahead and do it all at the same time. Well, leave just a little bit at the end in case there's powder that didn't dissolve. Yeah. Yep. So give that a good whisk in there to make sure that bottom gets good, and then just go right into it. I just like to take care of this. Yeah, isn't that cool? All right, so pour in frozen mixer bowl. Oh, keep on stirring with this guy, or actually, it doesn't matter what you stir with. And I'm gonna come over there with the mixer. Pouring in frozen mixer bowl. Stir while pouring and cooling. How we looking? Scrape the sides too, because the sides actually kind of freeze a little bit, which is pretty cool. Um, so yeah. Alright, so we're going to scrape off the little tool that you're using, and we're going to put it in the freezer for a moment. Yeah. That likes to settle at the bottom. I don't want it to. Ready? This will be right back. Woo! Solid freeze. We want a kind of just like a couple minute freeze where if you were to push onto it, it would go right through it. So while we're waiting for a couple minutes, we're going to get a drink of our doobie. The drink of the doobie. Yeah, they're doobie. Yeah, that's correct. All right, so I like both, and Kendra, of course, hasn't tried this. So you pick.
What's the two flavors?
One is pine berry splash, so I think it has pineapples and strawberries. I don't know what an orange strawberry is. And then watermelonada. This one's my favorite, but that one's actually
Watermelon
surprisingly good.
hot. Oh,
Watermelonada,
not. Oh.
so like watermelon lemonade.
Okay.
And
I got pineapple.
I got watermelon. Wow, that couldn't have happened any perfectly. Okay, so I don't have a shaker for you, so you're gonna have to use that. But I got my doobie shaker. And I like to do a doobie dance. I call it the doobie dance. I just like to shake it and say doobie doobie doobie. Alright, got getting my doobie in there. Doobie. Doobie. Alright, my lid is closed. Is your lid closed? And you just doobie 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 doo. Okay. Mine's next. Ooh, Kendra's still doobie in. No, I got a little black on my finger, but I don't know what that's from. Oh, I know what's from. It's from the refreshing. Didn't expect the pineapple to be good, right? Surprisingly,
Where you
like.
ordered that from? Amazon? Of course. I just want your whole shopping cart. Yeah.
I put it on YouTube.
Everything.
I'm
All
gonna
the
have.
oils.
Yeah, you will, you will. Whew. All right. Also, so we got our doobie drinks. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I think I put some kind of perfume in those, so I was going to show you those, but I don't want you to have like some kind of weird breakout. No, so we're good. hmm Just nothing. I mean, like red sugar dye, but I love them. hmm Just sweet. Almost sounded like you said Hennessy. Just a hint of sweet. Okay, let me put these over here so we have a little bit more room. That's a kiwi. Oh, put that down. Right? Yeah. I just, yeah, yeah, yeah. The tea. We we've already talked about that. Yes. Oh yeah, you're fine. I have 3 more bags of that. So I go to Costco and like get or Sam's Club. Costco or Sam's Club, and I just get the big bag, and because I know I'll eat a big bag like all really fast, I split it up. Also, if more people could do that, they should, because when you're buying like the $2 little packets, you get like 5 little fishies. What's the point of that? What happened? What'd you do? Oh, try my fish. That little bag in the box right there is trash. And that purple cup is also water for you too. They'll be there still. Alright, so that has cooled a good amount. I'm just gonna move it down. Try to get this a little bit closer. Now, that's there. Forget how to do. Alright, so I'm gonna take it out of the. No. I mean, like,
Oh.
it's just not as far along as I thought it would be.
Like custard.
Yeah, it does look like custard. You look like custard, guys. But that's okay because it's just gonna blend cool anyway. Okay. Are you ready? Oh, wait a second. I forgot the thing that's gonna get it all blended. There's that it, and that, and the one, and the two, and making that. Oh, okay. Yes. I wish if I knew that you were allergic to that stuff too, I would have made it with that oil. I forgot what I was talking. Oh, this part I kind of just like that can entertain everybody. I need a mental. Eat as many as you want. I'll eat less. Against candy? Oh, that can, yeah. I was very shocked as well. When I was little, I tried them for the first time. I was like, this doesn't taste like anything, but it tastes good. Oh, it might be strawberry. Like a very subtle strawberry. Alright, and we're gonna scoop the sides because they're nice and cool. In the middle is not. Alright, and at this stage, we're gonna add the essential oils. And we're going to add. Dun, 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 dun. So, the Kaboya essential oil is great for CBD like symptoms, or I'm sorry, guys. This essential oil acts like CBD and helps with pain relief and dry skin and stuff like that. I can't pronounce it. Here you go. And then we got some lemon oil, which is really good for anti-aging properties. If I can, that sounds similar. A couple drops. Oh, apparently there's barely any lemon, so we're just gonna use the rest of that. I thought there was a little bit more lemon, but apparently there was not. All right, and Halsin reminds me of a little bit of sandalwood, so we're gonna put just a couple drops of that in here. Oh, always pours out a little bit more than what I want it to. And then frankincense is really good for anti-aging properties and skin tightening. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll put a bunch of other reasons why it is good later. I just can't think of them. And then we have some apple cider essential oil. Because for some reason, when I think of Halsin, I think of the woods and apple. So we're gonna give that a good. It needs to be whipped, but I have to be careful. Like, you know, and then there we go. It's getting there. In just a few short minutes, it will have a dramatic change. So we are on a little bit of a time crunch, so we're gonna throw this back in the freezer because it's not quite cool enough yet to really give us that whipped consistency that we're looking for. And plus, when you start to whip it up, it does heat up a little bit. So we don't want it to keep heating or getting too hot. So we're gonna put that back in the freezer for a couple minutes. So I think it's a smart idea to give a little bit of a mix and then put it in the freezer for a little bit because it keeps the air bubbles actually in the butter, which it makes it a little bit easier to get it mixed to that fluffy, the silky texture that we all want. What I did try before last time, I used a cheesecake pan and I put ice in it, and I put the bowl like on top of it, and it like kept it cold. So after that has a little bit more of a freeze, I'm gonna do that again to keep it cold while it's actually mixing because I'm not that. Oh, my doobie drink. Doobie, doobie. You finished yours? Okay. And then we're going to try, since we're making Halsin Bear body butter, I'm going to try to put these put it in these little bears. Now I probably should have had a bigger bear mold, but and then I'm gonna put it in the little containers and put like some butter around it. So we'll see how well these turn out. Those that was sorry, I just remembered. I was like, yes, you're fine. Oh, we didn't add our turmeric, did we? No, we added the cayenne pepper. Like, I don't want to spell it correctly for you. I'm gonna say it. Alright, so I did read the turmeric can be kind of just mixed in after it's been cooled, so I guess that's why I left it out. I kind of forgot about it and I put it away, but here it is again, so we're gonna add it after this next round. Oh, it actually has a hood, but it is way a little small too. Like the neck is oh, we can't see my ears, guys. It's like if I was trying to hide. It was Amazon. This one was Amazon. Hmm. Okay. That was a couple minutes, right? Mm-hmm. We have that consistency again, where it's nicely frozen around the edge, which is where we want it to be. Let me actually scrape these sides. Mm-hmm. All right, there we go. Let me get this here. Snap you in. Okay, and turn you on. One, two, three, four. Up, up, up.
had black seed face mask.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you could boil water and black seed and it takes the smell.
Oh, I
You
didn't
know
know
that.
that. Hey, I did not know that. I'll be right back.
It's
How'd you guess?
all the colors. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like
It's a
how
lot
they
like this. Yeah, it's a lot of similar stuff. You just don't use as much.
right.
Could you scrape the sides for me, please? Then you get me. Now, I was supposed to have an ingredient that would help last the, help it make. I was supposed to have an ingredient that would help make it last for about 18 months. But when you don't have that, I guess help with the extra preservative, this only lasts for about 3 months. But
Body butter?
yeah. However, the very first one I made, I'm already halfway through.
Wow.
But I also had infused coconut butter, coconut oil. It's had a little extra help. So if the sides are good and scraped, we're just gonna turn it right back on. You want to turn it on? You just go low. Nope, go all the way. Yep. Isn't that so cool? Did you use the cinema one?
No, I use
Oh, there's a cinema one now too. Or the was. Oh, oh, maybe. 14, I think, right?
yeah. Yeah.
My bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at that thickums. He's getting thick. So pretty much from here, what you want to see is a uniform color. And by that, I mean you can see where things are kind of like a darker orangish color versus that super light color. But then there's an even super, super light color kind of mixed in there. So we got three different colors still going. You want to go until you don't have any color differentiation. Holy crap. Color differentiation. That's a long word to say. Oh, that was like $40 word right there. Yeah, no, gee. No, because my game isn't PG. You can see the whole thing. People play that. Or you can see the game. Ooh, that feels nice. And then once that's all uniform color, that's when we add in the color. Because if we still do it while it's kind of like lightening up, you get a lot lighter variation of the color. Huh?
How many times you made this?
So far, 4 or 5 times, just recently, but before, quite a few times. hmm but never with as many butters or oils. This is the first time with all of that. Most times it's just a couple oils. Actually, this is the only thing that didn't. This came. No, I have no idea. I got for Christmas for like a strawberry margarita mix thing where you make like gummy strawberry gummy bears and you put it in the drink. I was like, okay, but I wanted to use that. I know. I can't believe I actually thought about that. But however, since it is in a cheesecake pan, it does drip because it has like a whole hole at the bottom since you're able to take the side off. But until I figure out that, I'm okay with the water on the counter for now. All right, so we're gonna make green first because the second color is brown, and we cannot make green after we've made brown. So we're gonna add in a little bit of mica powder. Now I read that you can just put in a little bit, but that's only if you don't want the shimmer. Now, if you want a little bit of shimmer, add as much as you want, really, they said. But I kind of want an in between, not too much, but not too little, so we can still see a green color. So first we're going to put some tea green in here for some light green shimmer. That looks good there. And Halsin. I thought I grabbed a darker green, but I didn't. Maybe I don't have a darker green. Oh, okay. Well, this is my darkest green, and it's golden apple. But you know, Alston's our golden boy. So, ooh, this will make a nice green, though. Okay, we might be happy with that. Let's give her a good mix. Man, more southern and southern the second I thought. Oh, your phone dropped. I was like, what? I didn't break more glass now, did I? Oh. Uh, Mm-hmm. You might have to put it in the freezer for a couple of moments just to cool back down. Look at that. Would y'all look at it? Actually, it's hard to move that, but if you can, yeah. We don't want that to be too hot for what we're doing. Um, wasn't me. Nice mixture. Thanks for baby love. Oh, I'm not even typing. Oh, she said nice mixture. I thought you said nice mixture. Yes, Penny. By the way, everybody, this is not my mixer. This is Fur Baby Love's mixture. Mixer. I can't even speak. So that's cool. Like, we're doing something over here. Alright, so. Mm. Oh, yeah. Hi. Squeeze fish. There we go. Mm. Alright, well. Mm. They help with all the lights and the blue tint and the screen and the stigmatism. Mm. Squeeze fish or something. Did you want some more? Alright, so it looks like there's a little bit of green on the spatula, but that kind of, it's not as green as I wanted. Like Halsin has green. What we're getting is a pale lime green, but that's okay because the brown will be brown. I really can. I know. Well, it doesn't really take that long to really cool as
No,
much.
it looked thicker
Yeah.
already.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Sometimes I still forget. And we want to scrape the sides because we have a lot of powder actually right there. Clean that up. There we go. Now it's included with the rest of us. Look at that nice fluffy texture. And it's only going to get better from here, guys. Oop, my bad. So we are going to do this kind of weird this, and then maybe okay. Yep. It's giving what? Oh, cool. All right, so it's probably done as long as all the color is like not like stuck somewhere. Okay, cool. We're gonna loosen that beach up, and then yeah, just go ahead and scrape that. Mm-hmm. Could you pour that ice in the sink, please? Yes. And then that is gonna go right in there. We're going to get that wipe down. Actually, we don't need glue. Yeah, if you don't mind scooping the brown into the cup as best as you can. Oh, you know what? Not with that. We do not want to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually gotta give you a spoon. You did not see that. Ooh, well, not you. Slimy. No, I'm just kidding. It's so fluffy. And then you can still use that blue towel if you need to. And if you could just put the bowl in the sink, I'll take care of it afterwards. I'll put it in the dishwasher. And then just try to put that red tray in front of the camera for me. And let me grab 6 of these. And we will start piping. So that looks good there. Actually, there's that. Cool. So what I'm going to do is take one and do some of these and a couple of these, and while I'm doing that, just like, and then we'll switch spots. Oh yeah, go right ahead. Okay, so we have our green, we have our even though you can't really see too much maybe right now, there is a difference. And then here's your tip to cut. Oh, did you want to take a picture
No,
while I
it's okay.
did it so you could get a good picture? Okay. You keep your brown over there. Help you. All right, so we're gonna see how these little bear molds work. Ooh, okay. They might actually turn out the way I was hoping. Some of these random ones, I'm trying just to put a little bitty itty color, and then just like fill it afterwards because of course. No, that's fine because I'm gonna fill in the rest too. It's kind of just so that there's a little bit of color on this in there. I don't really know how these molds will turn out, but everything is an experiment until it's done and successful. I put some of that in those gummy bears, those bear molds. So the green, that's okay. The green is still a little bit yellowy, but you can still see that it's green. Did I?
Look at this.
Oh, that's okay. We'll just scrape it all into it, and then we'll get a little bit better. You can fill a couple of those drops. A couple practice rounds. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's okay. I'm just gonna wipe it all in there. The only regret is I did see a little bit of the turmeric, but that's not a big deal because you can put turmeric directly on your skin too. So what we'll do is just kind of so that way it gets into all the foods. I'm using
Hey, still.
this. Oop. Run away! No. Sorry, I get OCD about it. Pipe it into whatever. Those are gonna sit, so unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to experience seeing the gummy bears coming out. And neither will you. I'm sorry. You will not be able to see when the gummy bears or not gummy bears, lotion bears will be taken out. Or maybe I'll record it. It depends on how fast that hardens. I'll throw them in the freezer and see. Oh, you know what? Let me throw them in the freezer while we're capping these off. And then, one or two might be ready enough to throw into a jar for you to take. Alrighty, everybody, we are almost finished with our live today. We have made some fabulous butters. Let me just get that to the side and grab a couple of these. Alright, so alright, look at that coloring. Now, yeah, you can kind of see. You can see there's brown. You don't know if that's green or yellow, but it's green. I know. You know how often I do that? Like, I'm looking there because I see myself there and not there. All right. Buddy, thanks for. You're fine. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate you watching us make some Halsin Bear body butter. I mean, this stuff looks beautiful. You can put it in your skin. You can put it in your hair. We're not really gonna put it on our face because the shea butter clogs the pores. We're not looking for that. But thanks, Kendra, for joining us again. I love doing this, and I love doing this for you. So thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.